Hey guys, I'm Ryan, and on this episode of Baking with Ryan, I'm going to show you how to turn Thanksgiving food into a cake. So for this cake, I replaced all of the normal cake ingredients with Thanksgiving side dishes. The cake is cornbread, the frosting is mashed potatoes, the drip is gravy, and I even filled the inside of the cake with stuffing. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The ingredients you'll need to make the cake are regular mashed potatoes, mashed sweet potatoes, 3 layers of cornbread baked in 6-inch cake pans, stuffing that I cut out into circles, parsley, cranberry sauce that's jellied, and gravy, which I put in a squeeze bottle. Begin by piping some sweet potatoes on top of a cake board on top of a cake turntable. Then secure down the first layer of cornbread. I made the cornbread using a box mix. To fill the cake, I piped circles alternating between regular mashed potatoes and mashed sweet potatoes. After that, place a piece of stuffing in the middle of the potatoes. Then fill in the gap around the edges of the stuffing with more mashed potatoes. Pipe a little more frosting on top and place down the second layer of cornbread. Repeat the same process for filling the second layer of cake. Pipe circles of mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes. Next, place on the second layer of stuffing and the final layer of cornbread. Now use an offset spatula and some more mashed potatoes to fill in the gaps between the layers. Once all of the gaps are filled, begin covering the sides of the cake in more mashed potatoes. I did this using a Wilton No. 789 piping tip. Once covered in mashed potatoes, smooth out the side of the cake with an offset spatula. Then cover the top of the cake in another layer of mashed potatoes. Unlike other cakes, frosting with 2 different coats will not work. Be sure to add a lot of mashed potatoes on the first coat. Next, pour out the jar of cranberry sauce and cut it into small circles. I have to mention that this is very satisfying. After cutting the cranberry sauce into circles, cut each circle into quarters. As a finishing touch, I sprinkled some parsley on top of the cranberry wedges. Now place the cranberry wedges on the bottom edge of the cake. Be sure that they're all facing the same direction. Once you've placed down all of the cranberry wedges, let's start making the drip. I always like to start with a test drip, so apply some pressure and see how far the gravy goes down. Then you can apply more or less depending on how far down you want your drips to go. To finish off the decorating process, I filled a piping bag with more mashed potatoes and fit it with a star tip. Then I just pipe some dollops around the top edge of the cake. Lastly, sprinkle on some more parsley on top of the dollops. Now the cake is done. All that's left now is to cut into the cake and enjoy. When eating the cake, I recommend heating it up beforehand. After all, it's a Thanksgiving dinner. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe.